What's brewing, coffee lovers? Here on the Caffeine Show, I honestly believe that we can all discover delicious coffee and drink it every single day. So stay tuned for some behind the scenes footage of how we choose our favourite coffee on each issue of Caffeine magazine. We have a preview of the Glasgow Coffee Festival and Uppers and Downers, which is the coffee and beer festival. And we'll also give you the opportunity to win loads of coffee. So yes, we're fully underway with the coffee festival season, and the next two on our radar are unfortunately on at the same time. So we're not going to be able to attend both. But if you live in Scotland or further north, then we can highly recommend the Glasgow Coffee Festival. It's on from Saturday the 19th to Sunday the 20th of May at the Brigade in Glasgow's Merchant City area. So what can you expect this year? Well, it'll be the first time, as far as I know, that there'll be no disposable cups used at a coffee festival. And we're acutely aware that the disposable cups have rightly become an environmental concern, and the team at the Glasgow Coffee Festival are hoping to eliminate thousands of cups from landfill in this process. Now, speaking to Lisa Lawson, who is the founder of Dear Green Coffee Roasters and the Glasgow Coffee Festival, on the phone earlier today, she mentioned that it's a template that's been used for a number of years now at beer festivals, wine tasting events, but she also believes it's the first time that it's been done at a coffee festival. The Glasgow Coffee Festival have teamed up with Keep Cup, so if you haven't already got a reusable cup of your own, they'll loan you one at the festival for a refundable deposit of £5. And if you've fallen so in love with using your Keep Cup, you can pay an extra £5 and take home a brand new boxed one in the colours of your choosing. There'll be the usual array of roasters and cafes, as well as cuppings, a coffee kit swap shop, a series of talks, and the UK Brewers Cup finals. And lastly, all of the coffee grinds will be collected and turned into compost. So this looks like it's shaping up to be another fantastic event in Glasgow, and highly sustainable as well. Tickets are £14.50 for a one-day pass or £22.50 for both days, plus a booking fee, and we'll leave the links in the description down below. The second festival I'd like to highlight is Uppers and Downers. Now, Uppers and Downers began in 2013 as a conversation between Good Beer Hunting's Michael Keyser and World Barista Champion Stephen Morrissey. And it all centred around what they felt was a lack of creativity and sophistication in coffee beers. Fast forward 5 years, Uppers and Downers has grown into a whole series of coffee and beer events, including coffee and beer blending classes, Irish coffee competitions, all the way to pub quizzes and campfire sing-alongs. This is the second event to be held in London, and it's all happening at Mick's Garage in Hackney, run by Crate Brewery. And no, Mick's Garage is not a backstreet repair and MOT centre. But anyway, more than just your typical coffee and stouts and porters, although there probably will be a few of those there too, Uppers and Downers aims to showcase more experimental coffee beer combinations. And I'm personally hoping to try some of the more unexpected styles and some interesting flavours on the day. We've already tasted some of Siren Craft Brew's offerings, and we'll be doing a video from there in a few weeks' time. Some of the collaborations this year have been from long-held friendships, and others are continued collaborations from last year's event. And some of these include Beavertown and Caravan, Brew by Numbers and Roundhill, Cloudwater and Square Mile. And personally, I love there are these shared values of experimentation and community between these two crafts, because I often think that coffee can be quite inward looking as an industry, and making bonds with other equally motivated taste makers, for a better word, is really wonderful to see. If you're feeling as intrigued as we are, tickets are £45, and this includes a glass, some swag, and as many shots of espresso and 100ml pours of coffee beer as you care to enjoy on the day. We hope to see you there at the event, and tickets are still available. Links are also in the description down below. So you may be asking yourself, why is he surrounded by so much coffee? Well, the truth is, I need your help, and I'm willing to bribe you with coffee. Lots and lots of coffee. I'd like to know what you think of us here on YouTube, on the website, on Instagram, and obviously in the print magazine. And I'm doing this so the team here at Caffeine can make sure that we're delivering to you the kind of content that you want. So please be honest with your feedback. I've linked below a quick 5-minute questionnaire, and if you're able to help me by filling that out, I will send 3 randomly picked winners loads of coffee. Or we'll also be sending a portable brewer and a print of your choosing. And finally, we have some behind the scenes footage from our cupping this week at Workshops Roastery in East London.
Hey, I'm Phil. I'm the editor of Caffeine magazine. I'm over here at Workshop Coffee's Roastery in East London. Every issue we may choose a different space, but we get together and we taste a range of coffees to decide which we might feature in our magazine in the hopper section. We invite a few friends over and we taste a lot of coffees, and we taste them all blind, and then the ones that people really like, Scott and I will take those and brew those in a variety of methods to choose the coffees which then get featured in the magazine. When we have a coffee cupping, the aim is to try to make it a fair process, that we don't have a bias towards any of the coffees, and we keep similar variables for each coffee. We brew them all the same, and we use a very simple method, the simplest coffee brewing method, so that we can then compare each coffee and how it tastes. And the simple method is that they're all ground to the same level of coarseness, and then we just add hot water, leave them for 4 minutes, give them a stir, skim off the top, and then we taste them. And this tasting process can go on as the coffee cools.
Hi, my name is Don from Mayleaf Tea. We have our own YouTube channel where we specialize on weekly videos, instructionals and tips and tastings on single estate, high quality, true tea. This is a real privilege. I've been invited to have a coffee tasting, my first proper coffee tasting. So I'm a noob here. It's nice to be a noob in these situations, understanding all the different intricacies of coffee. And what's been amazing for me is just really tasting the differences in the processing and how that affects the final product. It's been really interesting to see the difference between washed and natural. I'm learning all new things. I never knew about honey processing, for example, so I'm total noob on it, but really interesting. We found some interesting ones, really nice acidic notes, beautiful passion fruit notes, some funky, crazy tastes. Coming into this, I was hoping that there would be enough diversity in the flavors and complexity in the flavors that I'm used to in tea, and I wasn't disappointed. Really complex flavors, really fascinating. It's great to have a day off tea and dive into coffee.
My name is Ashifa. I am head barista at Vagabond N7. I was invited here by Phil, and I really wanted to come along because I wanted to learn something new about coffee, and I wanted to engage in a conversation with coffee professionals that I otherwise don't have a conversation with, on a regular basis. Even though I've been in coffee for about a year and a couple of months, I believe that I have a lot to learn and I have a lot to do, and I was scared that I wouldn't be able to articulate the same level of coffee language, I guess, is the kind of thing. But I'm very pleased that I did come, and I'm very pleased that I had the opportunity to learn something new and to engage in really good conversation. But the one that stood out the best by far was Roundhill's Kenyan. That was out of this world, and yeah.
That's all for this week. If you enjoy these videos, please give us a thumbs up and click that bell icon to get notifications of when we upload next. Last week's video is over there, and check out more of what we've been up to on Caffeine Mag at all of the socials. And remember, great coffee to everyone, and we'll see you all next time on The Caffeine Show.